Hey y'all, thanks for joining me again. Today is day 10, and as scheduled, it was my first 0 day, which is to say I'm not hiking the trail. Every 8 to 10 or 11 days, you probably should take a day off and give your body a full recovery. So today was already scheduled, and it was raining, so it worked out really, really well. So as you know, I stayed at Chica and Sunset's hostel last night, the very iconic place in the Appalachian Trail community. A lot of people stay there. It's very unique. It's in Franklin, North Carolina, and had a wonderful experience there. I got to go in and eat at the Lazy Hiker restaurant last night, and then this morning I actually interviewed them for 4 or 5 minutes, which I'm about to show. And then after that, I'm fortunate to only live about 75 miles from Franklin. So my wife came over as scheduled, picked me up, brought me back here to my home, and that's where I'm staying tonight. I will be back on the trail tomorrow, probably for at least 3 or 4 days. It looks like there's gonna be some pretty cold weather along with snow and lows in the single digits as I go into the Smoky Mountains. So probably the following weekend, next Saturday and Sunday, I may have to get off trail yet again, so we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, it's nice, the comfort of my own home. My wife is here, and our 2 puppies that we just got a month ago. So I hope you enjoy the video with Chica and Sunsets and learn a little bit about hostel experience. A lot of people already know about them, but it was a really nice time to spend with them and get the interview. And I'll be back on the trail tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Thanks again. Bye-bye. So stayed last night at Chica and Sunset's hostel, and today I have the privilege of actually interviewing both of them. So here we are over the breakfast table.
Good morning.
So tell me just a little bit about your hostel and how y'all came to set this up, because you're very famous out on the Appalachian Trail.
Well, we first had the idea when we did our thru hike in 2017, and we were just hiking on the trail, and we kept staying at hostels. So we started talking about the things we liked and the things we didn't like from various hostels, and we were kind of trying to figure out what we wanted to do next in our life. Mm-hmm. So I think at one point we're like, well, why don't we have the hostel that would be perfect for us, you know? So that's really what we did here.
Yeah, so we started building up in our minds, I guess, kind of what we as a mid-40s married couple would want. And
like no bunk beds.
No bunk beds, not cramming 20 people in a small space with one restroom. Yeah. Which, it's funny because we had great experiences at hostels that we didn't necessarily like the amenities of, just because of the camaraderie and the group being with your friends. But we also like the times where we had a little bit more privacy, a little bit more comfort. And so we tried to find a piece of property that would allow us to do that. And we found one in Franklin. So we own a duplex. We live upstairs. The downstairs apartment is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. And we put 2 beds in each bedroom. So four max capacity, allows us to provide a very high level of customer support and comfort for the hikers.
And it's very popular. I mean, if you walk up and down the trail and ask, where are you staying in Franklin? And people say, oh, Chicken Sunsets. Oh, it's a great place. You got to go there. So I've heard that for several years, which is why I chose here as well. But you also like to continue hiking, even though you did the AT several years ago. So how do you coordinate or balance how you stay open as a business, but yet go out and hike other trails in the U.S.?
Well, the most important thing for us is to be open in the no-bow season, which is right now. So like this year we'll be open till May 15th, and then we're just going to close because we need to spend time with our families, do our own hikes that we have some planned for this year. And then we'll probably open up in the fall. We'll kind of play it by ear when we do for the SOBO season.
Right.
And then we usually have a couple months in the winter that we close too, and we have to do that to take time for ourselves.
We've had the stressful corporate careers, and we've chosen to leave that behind, and so now it's more about figuring out work-life balance. And so we're basically working 6 months, taking 6 months off, and that allows us to get some trails in. This year, I think we're going to look into starting bike packing with bicycles, and but that also puts us hiking in the summer a lot. So last year we did the Ice Age Trail, and Wisconsin summers are pretty muggy and buggy, but that's when we can get our hikes in,
and it does allow us to recharge for when we open the hostel again. So
in fact,
it's important.
We initially were going to open February 15th, but we took December and January off, and at the end of January, like, let's open. We're ready to go. We're ready to see some hikers, because it really fires us up to have hikers come through, and we get to meet so many fascinating people.
And then last question, what's the future hold here? Are you gonna expand or keep it the way it is, or do anything different?
So we do not want to expand because we like having just the 4 people, and we feel it gives the hikers more personal attention.
Yes.
So we really like that, and we like running it just the 2 of us. We don't want to have a bunch of employees or anything.
We've been there, done that. We're no longer empire building. We don't need to have 3 or 4 houses or one big house and have 20 people in a night. We like to keep it nice and intimate and something that we both can handle. I handle most of the shuttling. She handles the booking and the cleaning, and creating a beautiful breakfast spread. So
absolutely, thank you.
It works out, us two handling all this.
And any last minute comment you want to say about your place to other people watching?
Thank you for coming, and thank you for chatting us up. It's overwhelming, the amount of people who come in and say, you guys are famous. It's like, no, we're just here trying to support the hiking community, and we're having a blast doing it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I certainly had a great stay here, and appreciate the accommodations, hosting, and shuttling, and the whole bit. So you really are a testament to the trail and what everybody says. So
thank you.
I can certainly throw my kudos to y'all.
Right on.
All right. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Bye.